Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, well, as I predicted, you guys can see after Dogecoin was consolidating for a short period of time, now it's slowly starting to have a climb. The reason for this is now all the sellers have definitely run out of funds. The easiest way to see that is if you just look at the open interest, you realize that in liquidation, the one that's been liquidated quite a significant amount is actually short traders, especially in the last 24 hours. And that's why the long to the short ratio keeps going in favor of long traders, and therefore the market, after consolidating for about 48 to 72 hours, is slowly starting to show a climb. And keep in mind, everyone is still waiting for the decision on Wednesday if Fed is going to cut the interest rate. Trust me, the entire market is going to go explosive. On the other end, US and China agreed to extend the tariff pause by another 90 days. This is good because you just want both of these, giants to be calm, so crypto market wouldn't be affected in a bad way. At the same time, Grok just predicted that Bitcoin price will be $25 million for one Bitcoin by 2046, which is just like 20 years away. That's just insane. At the same time, Dogecoin breaks out of the 146-day channel as whales scoop up 310 million Doge just in 48 hours, and you can see that's the reason why the market is pushing so hard. And Dogecoin double bottom 46-cent breakout is possible if we're able to recapture the 26 cents. And White House is going to unveil the crypto stockpile this Wednesday. So this Wednesday is going to have a lot of crucial things happening back to back. Before we get into the full details, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and while there, make sure you turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And while there, drop a like on it. Let's go for a like of 46. We've been smashing all of them, so you guys are legends, and I know the same thing will happen to this one. Now, I just want to show you guys the key, big resistance that we will have to pay attention to ensure that the Dogecoin price does not see any sort of slowing down. First of all, 26 cents. That's going to be the critical area which we previously created, and that resistance is going to be the one to break before Dogecoin is able to go explosive. And considering the fact that the next 2 days are going to be so crucial and they need to make sure that the market is going to stay in a positive trend, it's going to be interesting, especially until Wednesday. The decisions made, the markets are going to stay very quiet, and then it's going to be extremely volatile, which I'm very certain a lot of traders are going to be very happy to see. And seeing that on Wednesday they're going to be releasing it, White House is to unveil the National Crypto Stockpile Report this Wednesday, and XRP is going to be on the list. That's just a rumor, but at the same time it is very interesting to see that other tokens are making it on the list other than just Bitcoin and Ethereum. And keep in mind, in the future they could be adding more to the treasury, and that could definitely make a huge difference. At the same time, Dogecoin currently is showing a very strong chance that if it's able to just hold these certain levels and actually just climb back to 26 cents currently, it should easily be able to climb to 46 cents, because there's not many resistance which actually slow down the market after crossing 26. If I just put it into a daily chart, you realize that after we cross 26, which is this area, until 46, there's barely anything that actually slows down the market of Dogecoin. And especially the easiest or the most complicated way to slow down the market is when there is a lot of, selling pressure in a certain zone. And the simplest way to put it, there's not many zones like that after we cross 26 for the Dogecoin market. And 5 billion real estate giant Grant is eyeing a massive move into crypto space, looking to buy 1 billion worth of Bitcoin. This could pretty much set off the next wave for the crypto market. And Senator declares the current administration is the most supportive of the digital asset in the US history. And the simple answer is yes, because the amount of bills which are getting passed, at the same time how the president is so strongly, on the back end of crypto and ensuring that his own people, meaning his family, just buys into crypto, is just absurd. And President Trump announces a new US-EU trade deal. US is open to trade at 0%. EU to buy 750 billion worth of energy, and EU to invest 600 billion more than before. Now, this is interesting because obviously this is strongly going to favor the United States, and I'm just interested to see why EU would take this deal. I get it that they don't want to be with the tariff war like China, and they're not in the strong position currently due to some of the conflicts which are happening in the Eastern Europe, but at the same time this is a very strong turn because overall allies and going against them for Trump would not be the best decision. And Bitcoin has now fully recovered from 9 billion market dump of 80,000 Bitcoin last week by Bitcoin whale who bought 14 years ago. Now keep in mind, this is exciting because you need to understand this dump was big. $9 billion, and a lot of people estimated that this was actually linked to the exchange hack in 2011. Now being able to just do this and now selling at the same time, Bitcoin able to recover so quickly, definitely gives you perspective that Bitcoin is here to stay, and there's a lot of buyers which are buying up as many dips as possible. And Saylor smashes buy of 2.5 billion Bitcoin. White House, Bitcoin and crypto bill including Bitcoin strategic reserve and Fed rate cut could be the way that this week is going to be huge for the crypto market. And Michael Saylor hints at buying another big chunk into Bitcoin. Could the Dogecoin price multiple sell signals as crypto pullback dims the optimism for altcoin season? Well, let's just say the altcoin season has seen a little bit of slowing down, but there's definitely a lot of recovery that's happened just in the last 24 hours, suggesting that we might be seeing a lot more volatile market in the coming days. And the volatile market is going to allow a lot more people to be able to make more profit. And Robert, who is the writer or author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, recommends Bitcoin ETF for average investors. But there is a catch. I realize ETFs make investing easier for an average, so I do recommend ETF, yes, but at the same time, ETF is having a picture that does not, it holds value, but at the same time, why wouldn't you buy the actual thing? That's the easiest way to put it. And Bitcoin August performance may defy history trends amid the 2025 market shift. Currently, the Bitcoin market is in a very interesting state. After the release of ETFs, it's just become so emitted that, the entire market is being controlled more by institutes as compared to retail investors, how previous cycles used to work. But this time around, we can still expect a lot more return due to the fact that the FOMO can, allow for a lot more institutional money to flow into the crypto market. And the US firm buys 26 million in Bitcoin, now ranks among the top 30 Bitcoin holders. Hey, this gives you an idea that UK definitely needs to step up and ensure that they are able to make profit from crypto as well. But other than that, the market is still in a healthy condition. Everyone is just eyeing on Wednesday because it's going to be a big day. Other than that, nothing I said is financial advice, just my personal opinion. I hope you have a good day and I'll see you soon.